Welcome to Gray Shift, and I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jason.
And this is minute 41 of Fast 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Jesse from the original Fast and the Furious, and you're listening to Granny Shifting, the Fast and Furious podcast.
You've been doing good with the minutes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And this is, I feel the movie's starting to get more interesting now.
Yeah, this minute we actually, I think, find out what the actual plot is.
Yeah.
Like, we had this little, rob the trains, but that was sort of like the intro action.
Right.
Because this movie didn't start with any action. Normally
what did it start with? It started with the school bus crash. That was
last movie's action, though.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, so it's also like that part of the movie where you're like, oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, exactly. And we're 41 minutes into it.
Yeah, but I got some beef with this, so let's click through this here a bit.
All right, so it's kind of funny. Well, we'll get to it. I guess they're talking about, like, how they're going to get out of this.
Right.
And Dom's like, this is how we're going to do it. We got this chip from the car.
Well, and just to, like, recap, they just clarified, we have a family now. We have a baby on the way. We can't keep doing this. It's risky.
Right.
We need to stop. We need to get out. And so their solution... All right, continue.
All right. So
Dom has an idea.
Here's how we're going to do it. And he holds up the chip that they took from the head unit. And he says, we're going to use this, which showed all of Reyes's safe houses.
Right.
Where he keeps his cash. Yeah.
And clearly must still have it there knowing that people have his chip. Maybe he doesn't know where they are if he doesn't have his chip. What an idiot to not back up the location of your safe houses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe this was the backup.
So Dom says we're going to do one last job.
And it's so funny to hear that line knowing that currently there's 10 movies out.
Yeah.
One last job.
Right.
But when they were making this, we're like, is this going to be the last movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. One last job.
We're going to take all of Reyes's money, every dime of it.
And Brian's like, this is like two drunk guys coming up with a plan. Like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And disappear. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. You want to disappear. You don't make the richest man in Rio upset by stealing all of his money.
Right.
That is a terrible idea if you want to, like, lay low for the rest of your life. You're going to have a target on your back forever. Not to mention how dangerous this will be.
Brian's like, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
New passports, new lives, no more looking over our shoulder. Like,
he's immediately on board.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about it.
Like you said, no more looking over your shoulder. You're going to be looking over your shoulder for
forever.
The cartel leader of Brazil.
Did we figure out how much money that was? What did they say? 21 million or something? No 10
million
like each drop.
Yeah. They said over 100 million.
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have a target on your back for a while.
Yeah.
Not to mention, how are you going to clean that money?
We're just going to buy our freedom.
You're going to have to hire Jason Bateman.
To launder that?
Yeah.
All right. So, Brian says, you realize we're going to go up against the
most powerful man in all of Rio. Dom's like, yeah. And I'm like, you guys remember you just talked about having a kid, how you can't be taking risks anymore.
Right. Like, if this goes south for them, they're not just going to jail, they're dying. They're getting killed.
Oh, they're just getting killed.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if they called...
They already have that
and they're
problem.
like, hey, we're at this address. We're sorry. Like, they would go to jail, right?
We have the chip. Can we make a deal?
Right. You guys want this? This is...
Like, there was a mix-up. We thought we were stealing cars.
Yeah.
And we realized we were fighting or working with the cartel, and so we immediately tried to get out, and things went wrong.
If you steal cars in Mexico, what is the American punishment for that?
Well, see, they were stealing.
Or do they have to, like, face the Mexican?
Yeah. Yeah. Or they get extradited to the U.S. for, I don't know, because they already have crimes that they're wanted for in the U.S. That's part of the problem.
Well, he was supposed to go to jail, and they broke him out, so there's another crime.
Okay. Yeah. So they need to disappear. But Brian says, then we're going to need a team. And now
some, like, upbeat music.
Oh, yeah. Scene changes. It's daytime. The cameras, drones flying in. And now they're on the balcony of some
This is where they
mansion.
Oh no, they went to this
were,
hotel. Whatever we were just looking at. I don't know how they got there.
So they're at a hotel. We see Mia, Brian, and Dom, but I think we're about to get some new characters in here.
Oh yeah, because they got
Which-
get a team together.
They got to get a team together, and we got this exciting music.
What
and now we're like,
contacts
oh,
do they
yeah.
have? Do they even have Vince anymore?
No,
Yeah.
they lost Vince.
He's gone.
They need him.
What contacts do they have in Brazil?
Well, not to mention what like shady people that are good at what they do can they hire that aren't involved with the cartel,
Right.
Without risking alerting the cartel.
Yeah. Do they even have a way to contact anybody?
None of them are from there. They all just got there.
Right. Their only contact
So-
was Vince.
It's gonna be a little questionable how this happens, but
Yeah.
maybe we just gotta wait and find out.
We'll see.
We will see.
And that's it for minute 41.
Oh, that was a fast
That
minute.
was a fast minute.
but
yeah.
stay tuned. Things are getting exciting here.
Yeah. Please stay tuned next week
Yeah.
on another adventure in Fast and Furious.
With Jason.
And Ryan.
Thanks for listening.
And always remember.
Winning's winning.
Perfect.